Good morning, boomers. It's the voice of the blockchain, Satoshi's big cousin, cryptography's finest, Champagne Crypto. Thank you for booming in. The crypto recession is here. Welcome to the baby bear cubs, to the funny bunnies. It is time to separate the men from the mice, the pits from the poodles, the cocks from the cucks. Shout out to my meta maniacs. If you haven't lost an arm, a limb, some sort of something out there on the fields, deep in the trenches of the crypto battlefields, you're not ready to call yourself a decorated crypto soldier. Welcome. If you're still here, you're earning your stripes. And it could get worse. It could get worse for everybody out there. It could get worse. I don't want to be the doomer and the gloomer. But you have to look at things face on, head on. And it could get worse. Now, for the long term, even for the midterm, guys, the champ is not at all nervous with this. I mean, we could go lower here in the short term. We've been prepared. Don't act like the champ didn't expect this to happen. I told you guys, prepare for the 20s and even prepare for the teens. Okay? It's unlikely, but it could happen. Okay, I told you, the real bottom is like 11K. Okay, will we scrape the bottom of the barrel? I don't know, but that's about the bottom of the barrel, in my opinion. Not financial advice. I'm not your block father, although maybe I should be. Shout out to the Meta Maniacs. Guys, drop a comment in the chat. Let me know what's shaking and baking. I'm looking at the Luna charts. It is completely wrecked. Luna looking like a complete... It's, I mean, sheesh. Let me go ahead and pull up the charts. And, my condolences to those Luna soldiers that completely got clapped up in the field. I don't know what else to say, guys. If it was attractive with the UST, I get it. But, you don't want to throw the whole house on anything, okay? Let's go ahead and check out the math over here. Luna is at 2 cents. At 2 cents. Yes, at 2 cents. This is the coin that people believed in. An all-time high of $119. This thing is sitting at 2 cents. I mean, oversold completely. If this, it may be even a buy at this point. 98% down from yesterday, from its all-time high of $119. Sheesh, this is incredible. It's been a while since we've seen something melt down like this. This is looking like a complete... it's looking like a fraud, although I don't think it is. It's just, a run on the bank like no other. I mean, this is worse than Iron Finance, right? This is one of the worst dumps we've seen as far as crypto. Now, the whole greater market's being impacted by this. It's obvious. You got BTC under pressure, down another 2-3%. But listen, while you got coins going down 70, 80, 90%, you got Bitcoin, holding on here. You got Bitcoin holding on, and let this be a lesson for, my NFT bros and for my meta bros out there. Bitcoin still is the big dog pit bull, as is ETH as well. I'm going to say ETH and BTC are the two. I think that the technicals with ETH against Bitcoin are favored for ETH, if I'm not mistaken. Let's pull up those charts. Last time I checked, there was a buy. It has... pulled back a little bit. You're at 0.068. In my opinion, strong sell. Look at that. Yeah, it's like, everybody flocks to either stable coins or BTC and when things get hot. I mean, we're under pressure here, under 30K. BTC under its support there of 28,000. It already broke support. Now it's holding. But it's looking like it's going to go down. That's really what's going, in my opinion, what's going on. You got Phantom at 26 cents, near all-time lows almost. Let's see here. 52-week range, 15 cents. It's its lowest on the 52-week. You got even Hex down 11%, holding quite well compared to some of these other coins. Okay, compared to some of these other coins. I still am a believer in Hex. I think it's going to do well if Pulse Chain launches. And they're saying about 2 weeks. So, I don't know. It was mid-May. Now it's 2 weeks. I'm saying around June. I'm fairly confident, though, it would be sometime in the summer. But, right now we need something right now, today. Okay, let me go ahead and keep looking at, see who the doomers and gloomers are. Plenty of blood on the streets. And I said, expect more blood. Ape is the gainer today at $6.80, an all-time high for Ape of, what was the all-time high? The days range, it's not even showing the all-time, but I think it was like $20, $22, somewhere around there. Listen, for these coins that are going green, like Ape, even Binance, if you got into them yesterday, I'd take profits today. This market's way too uncertain. I don't see any reason for Ape to kapump. Okay, now if you are interested in holding the long gun long term, that's fine. But I can see Ape going to $5 and below even. Okay, so again, it's not financial advice. This is all my personal opinion. I do expect more pressure, but for those young guns, those newbies, those crypto cadets entering the battlefield, which I assume there's a few of them right now, but all the NFT bros, the class of 2021, welcome. Okay, this is gonna happen. What did you expect, that your Ape was gonna always be a boomer? BTC and ETH. BTC and ETH. This is crypto, and crypto at the core is Bitcoin. That's really the facts, Jack. And that being said, it's not like Bitcoin is a savior either. We've already exposed Nakamoto as Satoshi is Santa Claus. So, but all that being said, it's still the big dog Pitbull. Wow, Phantom getting clapped. That's one of the most, I'm most surprised, I guess, by, I know that everything's going down, but Phantom going down way more than, let's say, like Matic. Let's see where Matic is at. Matic BUSD. Yeah, 57 cents for Matic. It's getting clapped too. Wow, incredible. This is a complete bloodbath. This is what it is, guys. Good morning, Poison. Good morning, Adrian Kent. Good morning to the OGs that are still here in the box. Congratulations if you're still here. It's a bloodbath. I see some YouTubers telling their audience, it's going to be okay. They're like becoming therapists and everything. It's like, and I get it. People that got into the game last year are getting completely clapped. They were on the high of crypto, with these 10, 20, 30x gains. And you know how it is. They think it's always going to go up. And I tell you, it's going to come back around. I don't want to be a doomer and a gloomer. I'm actually really positive. In fact, just for those that think that I'm dooming and glooming, I'm still holding more Bitcoin and ETH than I am USD and stables. So I'm ready to go down with it into the teens. I'm going to hold on. Okay. What am I doing now? Fairly nothing. The DCA into the BTC and ETH continues regardless if it's up or down. And that's just on automatic. But, as far as a change in the strategy, we already reallocated our bags a few weeks ago. And I've DC'd a little into Hex. And that's about it. And I'm just patiently waiting. I told you guys, it's just mainly the blue chips. The bits, the ETH, a little bit of stable, not too much. And some Hex. And, crumbs on the projects that we were once exposed to. I just left some crumbs there on the table. Some Phantom crumbs, maybe some Jewel crumbs. And then as far as the NFTs, that was more of an experimental bag, or is an experimental bag. So I haven't really done anything. I'm still holding the Ape that I got at 6 or 7 ETH, completely obliterated and clapped. The last time I looked, it was under 1 ETH. I'm not going to touch it. I still have creeps, which I'm up because I minted them at 0.08. I sold, when they were at 4 or 5 ETH, I guess, at one point. I still have some of those creeps. I haven't really dumped any NFTs in this bear market. I'm still holding those NFTs that I bought and that I minted too. So at this point, it's just hurry up and hold. I think it's hurry up and hold, and you want to DCA into blue chips at this moment. That's what I would say, in my opinion. There's not that much to do. And then on the other hand, if you're in crypto for a while and you're more than just a speculator and enthusiasts, you may want to focus on building something on the blockchain, as we are. We have the drops that are going to continue. We started with the Medal of Honor. We have the Gold Spades drops that's coming up soon. I'm not in a rush because you know how the market is right now, but we're going to do it very soon. It's complete as far as the media. We got the Metacox is complete as far as the art and the media as well. And we're going to continue to build this Meta Olympics, this meta game ecosystem, where ultimately we hope that we can have a platform where we can straight up battle NFTs in somewhat of a Street Fighter type game. So, these focus, continue to build a community, continue to self-improve. You got to work out every day. You got to keep on your path. Okay. As far as speculation, I would say, I'm not the shorter. I'm not the leverage trader, although there may be opportunities with that now. I'm just not focused on that. Shout out to Adrian, Poison, the rest of the Metamaniacs here in my chat. I appreciate you guys. We got about 6 guys here in the chat. Shout out to the boomers. Let me know what's shaking and baking. I took a little day off from the gym today. Hit the gym pretty much every day this week. I'm taking a little day off today. I'm extra sore for some reason, because maybe because we took a few days off last week and we went out to Mickey Mouse and the rest of the Mickey friends last week. So there was a few days that I skipped, which is okay, whatever. I'm back today. Back this week, and I'm extra sore after hitting the squats, and it wasn't even that heavy. But I'll be back tomorrow. Usually I was doing Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then I started doing Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, adding an extra day. So I feel like I'm ahead anyway, so I'm doing good. Strong lifts 5x5. If you're interested in starting some strength training, if you're interested in getting strong, forget about, I need to lose weight and oh my God, and I need to get on a diet. No, you need to get strong, okay? And if you get strong, by definition, you probably won't be so flabby, okay? So if you're a flabber out there, or if you're a skinny mini, you may want to think about getting stronger is usually a good move. So Strongest 5x5 will bring back some of the self-improvement talk as we wait here in the Bitcoin waiting room for things to swing back around here with BTC. I got my eyes here on Hex. I got my eyes on BTC ETH. And that's about it, really. Also, Sandbox. I want to pick up some land on Sandbox. I'm not in a hurry. I've been mentioning it for a while now, and I'm glad that I haven't rushed into buying it, because ever since I've identified that I wanted Sandbox land, the price has dropped. So let's look where it's at. That's about an ETH the last time I checked. Boom, there it is. Yeah, 1.1. This thing could probably go under an ETH. Maybe even 0.75, and if we're lucky, maybe even half an ETH. Honestly, there's you never know here, but definitely still very attractive. We've seen, highs of like 6, 7, maybe even more on ETH, and Sandbox is one that it's more developed than most of all the other metaverses. Although it's not fully developed, they've already had several seasons of gameplay, maybe not complete full-fledged gameplay, but there's a lot involved here. So I got my eyes here. As I got my eyes on the other side, this is still a young project, so they probably have more room to dump. Although they're pretty low now, 2.75. I've seen them as low as like 2.6, 2.5. This may go down to 2, maybe even 1.5. Although, the price is attractive, I think that this is going to do well in the future, eventually, but not anytime soon. Okay, this is more like a midterm play. How about NFT worlds? Like the metaverse worlds, I'm interested in, because I think I don't think they show to have utility. NFT worlds at 4.6, so there you go. NFT Worlds did pretty well. I remember when NFT Worlds and Sandbox were about the same in price, like at 5 ETH, and then NFT Worlds really took off to 10, maybe even 15 ETH. Of course, now everything is down. Let me check out the stats here, rankings. It's been Azuki and the beans that have been doing well. Yeah, Azuki floor right now at 8.8, almost 9. Beans, which is a part of that ecosystem, at 1. Ghost Division, I don't know much about. And then you got the Apes. Apes at 88 floor, and the Mutants at 18 floor. And again, I got my eyes on these as well. And I would like to acquire these because I think they're going to stick around. But they probably have more room to dump, to be honest. 88, this Bored Ape could go back to 50. I mean, look, if in a really bad situation, if Bitcoin goes to the teens, let's say, back down to the rock bottom 11, 12,000, apes could go back down to a mutant price. I wouldn't be surprised if an ape trade at 20 ETH or something. If Bitcoin goes down that far. If not, then, what else we got here? Doodles, Moonbirds at about 20 ETH. CloneX. Let's keep an eye on this. I don't think we're at the bottom, guys. Be honest with you. I don't think we're at the bottom here with this crypto on any of the coins and or NFTs. I don't want to sound like a doomer or a gloomer. I'm just being realistic. I've been in the game for 5 years plus. 5 years on the tubes, but longer in crypto. And I'll tell you, I do think that we have some room here to dump and or trade sideways before we head back to all-time highs. I do think that we will head back to all-time highs. I do think. But we have to patiently wait. I've showed you guys the chart several times, and I've been saying this for months. In fact, I said it right when the bear market really started, when we started dumping, from the 60 to 50 and into the 40s. I said, guys, watch out. It may be that we end up in the teens here. Luna might be at the bottom, but others do still have time to dump. Yeah, Luna might be in the bottom. It may not be a bad idea to scoop a bag of Luna. You scoop a bag of Luna today, it may go up 20% tomorrow, for a swing trade. Now, I'm not trying to DCA into Luna. I never had Luna like that, guys. I was never into it like that. I identified it as a mover and shaker and a trender, but I never bit the bait in that sense. But, you're right, Poison. It may be at the bottom, at 2 cents. That thing can, go back to maybe 25, 50 cents. Who knows? Who knows? But do I want to play with that fire? Probably not. I'll be honest with you. I'm not chasing any crazy deals. I've downshifted, and as we have for the past few weeks now, we've been consolidating, and I'm glad we did. We should have done it a little quicker, but you can't time the market perfectly. We're not in the scope, or our job is not to time the market perfectly. It's to stay in the market longer and to follow the trends. And the trend right now is not in the favor of the alts and really into BTC, but I'm the macro is. Where's cake? At $4. Sheesh. Well, you're seeing some steals. I say I'm most surprised with how much Phantom has dumped. I understand that we're in a bearish market, but how low can Phantom go? Let's look at the all-time chart here, and we're headed back to. Let's look at that 1 year. Let's just look at the 1 year. We're headed back to basically where we started. You know what I mean? And let's be honest, the Phantom ecosystem has more users than it did back in last summer, I would say. Yeah, Phantom's low. I would say this one is attractive because there's nothing really broken about Phantom right now. Yeah, Crongy left, but that was months ago. There is a spook, though, going on with Tomb, obviously. There's a spook going on. This Luna thing scared everybody, and Tomb being the algorithmic stable coin that was around before, or sometime at the same, their age is about the same. Look at Steppen, down 20%. Whew. Some major losses out here. You just got to hold on sometimes with these storms out there, guys. Guys, I'll take a few more comments and questions. Shout out to Batman. It's been a while. I haven't seen you in a minute. Shout out to JoJo Wave and OG Poison. I appreciate you. Continue to be here, guys, every single day with the good crypto word. I'll be dropping the Gold Spades NFT free mint for all Medal of Honor holders. The Medal of Honor is a free drop that we did like last month, I guess. And if you collect a certain combination of coins, you can unlock a 2022 Meta Championship Ring NFT when they drop. Make sure you check out our Discord for more information. Make sure you check mohnft.cc. That's the website. And I'll be posting the website for the Gold Spades customized playing card deck NFT soon. Again, you'll be able to mint them for free if you own a Medal of Honor. If you're a holder, you'll be first in line. And if you get on the whitelist via the Discord, we have a giveaway going on. 4 whitelist spots will be given away today. So make sure you jump in there and react to the bot. And I'll continue to give away some whitelist spots. So that's what's going on. We're going to continue to do these gamified drops, the Meta Olympics, the Meta Games, and this is hyping up our eventual Meta Cox drop, 888 fighting roosters. Shout out to my big cocks. I'm not talking about what you think. I'm talking about the roosts. All right, guys. Take a few more comments and questions out here. It's a shame to see things low, but hey, things are what they are. Wow, just had a huge Astro Kid sale go through. On AVAX or Phantom? ETH under 2,000. I mean, sheesh. You know what I like here, though? ETH has slowed down against Bitcoin. It's a strong sell, but I've said this before. I think Ether is undervalued compared to Bitcoin. I mean, it has to be at least a tenth of a Bitcoin. I would say it's 0.1. It should be worth 0.1, really 0.15, honestly. But I'll give it 0.1. You're telling me this thing is not a tenth of a Bitcoin? I think so. Look at Harmony 1 at 3 cents. Wow, a complete bloodbath out there. Solana at 43. What's the Solana's high was 260. Sheesh. Yeah, welcome to the crypto recession out here. Welcome to the crypto recession. It was ranked 13 on Phantom, sold for 1,500 Phantom. Congrats. Congrats. That Phantom worth 25 cents now. At one point, that would have been worth more than an Ether. But not nowadays. But hey, I think Phantom will come back around, honestly. I really do. I wouldn't be selling Phantom at 20 cents right now. Honestly, I wouldn't. I'm out of, I got mostly out of Phantom around $1. But I wouldn't be trying to dump at 20 cents, honestly. Even though this thing may go back down to like 15, but, any less than 15 on Phantom? I don't know. It's nearing the bottom on Phantom, in my opinion. Let's pull that back up. Yeah, this is, broken through all the support. So it's probably going back down to over here where, like the low, Phantom is completely oversold. It's that also so much of Phantom, like I said, it's on Tomb and Harry, and, Harry is like Do Kwan's little cousin at this point, right? I'm not saying he is, but you know what I mean. He's pushing the algorithmic stable coins, and he's trying to be a face of a blockchain in a way. And I think people don't like that right now. Other than Richard Hart, right? This guy, Richard Hart, needs to chill, man. This guy's got too much of a god complex. I'm rooting for the coin, though. I mean, it's built to win. I'm going to tell you that much. It's built to win. Now, whether it actually pulls it off, I don't know. As far as the strategy with Pulse, I'm comparing it a lot to these hyped up NFTs. Okay, you know, if you strip everything down to the least common denominator in crypto, which is just hype. Forget about utility and actual finance stuff. I'm talking the least common denominator is just hype. And they got it. They got the hype factor built in there. Is it already priced in? I don't know. When you consider the hook, the marketing hook is, oh, have you heard of Pulse? No, I haven't. Oh, do you have an Ether wallet? Oh, you do? Okay, well, you have free coins. That's the hook for everyone that has an Ether wallet. Oh, you have an Ether wallet? Well, you may want to check out Pulse because you probably have free coins out there. You're getting copied everything. Now, how much is it going to be worth? I don't know. But that alone is a pretty strong hook. It's a pretty strong hook that most people can share. You know, it's a story that's like, oh yeah, you know, it's bigger. It's the biggest airdrop ever. So that's why I'm hyped, guys. Now, as far as the play, like I said, I'm comparing it with the least common denominator being hype, and like most plays that are mostly hype driven, like the other side deed, let's say, you're looking at somewhere around like a 5 to 10x mint price when it first comes out. So, you know, the mint price for other side deed was 305 ape, and then ended up being around 2 ETH. Okay. That first day, the first maybe couple days, we saw some 10 ETH sales. Maybe we even saw like a 14 ETH sale, and then it started dropping. But, you know, from 2 to 10, that's about a 5x from mint price if you got in at the very beginning. Okay, I think that Pulse could do that in the first week. So, like, if you got in at the very beginning at, you know, AKA mint price, which is the lower sacrifice rate. Again, you can't be expecting anything out of it because it was handled differently. But you see how I'm making comparables here, loose comparables. I would expect that first couple of days there's going to be a lot of juice and meat on the bones, and then it's probably going to pull back, find its support, and then we'll see what happens in the long run. I don't know what's going to happen. That being said, it'd probably be a good idea to pull around half off the bag, you know, at the beginning. Somewhere around there, maybe 40% or something like that. If you are in the green, you see what I'm saying? And that's what's going on. Shout out to Poison. Shout out to the Metamaniacs out there. But yeah, I'm patiently waiting, guys. That's what's going on. We got about 9 people listening. It's the voice of the blockchain. Satoshi's big cousin, cryptography's finest. Welcome to the crypto reception. The crypto recession. See a lot of you guys getting clapped out there. The young NFT bros that just got into the space in 2021 that thought that a JPEG will forever go up in price because it's the new tech, bro. Things don't always work like that, guys. And you need to lose a limb in this space if you want to call yourself an OG. In fact, you got to lose several limbs. I was thinking of how many times we've gotten into some shit projects. It's been a lot. Okay, but luckily, thankfully, we've been into more boomers than we've been doomers, and it's about pulling up early, but it's also about time in the game. And if you've had some time in the game, you'll probably be okay. But we got to hang on tight, guys. This crypto recession may persist, and in fact, I think it will throughout the summer, perhaps into the fall before we see a turnaround. Now, the bigger picture here is that we have hyperinflation continue to boom up, and things are uncertain. It's still a good storm and a good recipe for crypto to boom in the greater picture. But listen, we went up a lot. It was a lot of volatility. Just a lot of stuff happened. And then add this Black Swan event with Terra Luna, and there is a lot of reasons for things not to go up in the short term. So you got to be prepared for that. 25, 20, 15, maybe even 10, 11K. Okay? That's the facts, Jack. Now, I don't think it's going to go that low, but it's still on the table. I wouldn't be 1,000% surprised. Now, I said this when we went under 50K into 46, 47, 45. When we hit 40, I said, guys, you know, pay attention. And once we started going under 40, the champ started readjusting bags immediately. Those phantom jewel plays, I started moving out of them. Shout out to the 13 cryptomaniac savages that are in the box. Shout out to the new cadets that are earning their stripe. Welcome. It's what some may consider the block father, the voice here of the blockchain. Although I'm not your daddy, maybe I should be here in crypto. But I gotta throw those disclaimers out for the crypto Karens surrounding the perimeter because they're silently watching or listening. I know they're always in the perimeter. There's always a hater out there, and I appreciate you guys as well because even the haters increase my views. Shout out to the metamaniacs. Let's see what else is. Luna, wow, 1 cent. It keeps going down. Look at this thing. Wow, people like, listen, I get it, but you're talking about lost trust. Like, at this point, who's holding Luna? Not even the people from Luna. Not even the people from Luna are holding Luna here. Who's holding Luna? Is Do Kwon holding Luna? There's no one holding Luna, you're telling me? Sheesh. Wow. 1 cent when this thing was all-time high, $120, was it? $119. Sheesh, incredible clappage here. I haven't seen something like this in a while. This is wow. We're going to be seeing the memes on this one. And my condolences. It didn't seem like Luna was nefarious. It didn't seem that way. It didn't seem that way at all. But you got to ask, I mean, like, there's no support here. There's no one that believed in this project. Because, listen, something went wrong. I get it. There was, and then, the owner comes out, the main guy saying, we're going to try to fix. Where's the bottom? They're telling me there is no bottom here. It's like everyone left. You're talking about, this is a complete, like they're scraping the bottom of the barrel here. There's no, how about Do Kwon and his friend? You're telling me no one's in this? This is incredible. Luna. This is incredible. Wow. You got to ask yourself. This is undersold, though. I mean, oversold, excuse me. It's a shame. Let's see TRX. Now, what I said yesterday was a few things. What a coincidence that the day that Luna starts crumbling is the same day that Janet Yellen calls for stablecoin regulation. What a coincidence that the several days before the Luna meltdown, you got Justin Sun and friends over here on Tron talking about a new algorithmic stablecoin, USDD. Just coincidences, right? They're just a coincidence, I guess. But a strong coincidence to me, if you ask the champ. Now, was Luna built to fail? Did Justin Sun know anything about what was going to go down? Was there any coordinated, movements, conspiracies? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't doubt it, but I don't know. Going further into explanation of what happened yesterday, I reposted this from Charles Hoskinson, and it talked a little bit more about BlackRock and Citadel. They borrowed 100 Bitcoin from Gemini, swapped the 25K of that Bitcoin into UST, and it was done quietly in anticipation of the attack. When the time was right, they called up Do Kwon at Terra Foundation and said they wanted to sell a lot of Bitcoin for US Terra. As it was a large trade, they told him they didn't want to move the market and asked if he would like to buy their large block of Bitcoin at a discount for UST. Do Kwon took the bait. He gave them a huge chunk of UST, thus lowering UST liquidity significantly. At that point, BlackRock, Citadel dumped all of the Bitcoin and UST, causing massive slippage and triggering a cascade of forced selling in both assets. This seems a little bit puffed up. I'm just, while I'm reading it, I'm noticing it seems a lot of bit puffed up. Anyway, the real problem was BlackRock Citadel knew that Anchor, which holds a lot of Luna, was a Ponzi scheme. They offered 20% staking for Christ's sakes. And this crash would trigger more withdrawals than Anchor could repay. These forced withdrawals and selling would trigger a massive sell-off in Luna, thus further breaking the $1 peg. BlackRock and Citadel can now buy Bitcoin back cheaply to repay the loan. This is a stretch. Okay, I get it, but it's a stretch, and it looks like, whoever's writing this has it for BlackRock and Citadel. Pure market manipulation, everything is a market manipulation. How about that? Everything is a market manipulation. All buys and sell manipulate the market. All of them. All buys and sells manipulate the market. Tell me if I'm wrong out here. Now, some have greater influence than others, but nevertheless, they manipulate, right? I had to post that. It seems like, Hoskinson and friends are trying to make Cardano look good. And if what I read is facts, Jack, and, was an attack to short and do all that, then whatever. They expose something and, economic strategy. I don't know what else to say. I don't think it's that deep, though. I think it is a little bit of that, and then the domino started falling, and things went lower than a lot of people expected. And, you got to cover your ass, and that's what happens. And then the domino started falling, and before you know it, everybody pulled off out of the table. What's suspect to me is that everything was pulled off the table. There was nothing on the table left. Like, no one was hanging around, which leads me to believe, like, no one believed in the project from the beginning. It's like, you're telling me not even the founders? Because look, check this out. Okay, look at something like DeFi Kingdoms, right? DeFi Kingdoms is down like 90%, but they still got something going on over there, and people are using it, even though they've lost 90% of the price. And you'd see that most people, I would assume, I haven't verified this, but most of the tokens that are still there and being traded and stuff are from the founders and the team and the people that actually believe in the project, and they didn't completely dump things to zero. DeFi Kingdom's Jewel is like 100 times more in price than a Luna is right now. What's the price of Jewel? Like 90 cents? You see what I'm saying? So, like, a project that lost 90% of its price still has things going on because it's legitimately got something going on, which makes me question Luna. Like, why is no one still there? Like, the inner team, the Do Kwon and friends, like, why aren't they still there? I don't know. Okay. But they should be to a certain extent. Like, where's the seed capital? You're telling me they started Luna with 2 cents? I don't think so. There's a lot of suspect things going on over there. So, I just make a question. I don't have all the answers or whatnot. And frankly, I'm covering it because we've been in crypto so long, but, it hasn't directly impacted the crypto maniacs that haven't held it. I mean, indirectly, yeah, it's impacting the market. Shout out to the 11 maniacs out there. Make sure you're putting up the weight. Make sure you're headed to the gym every single day, especially now when the market's cooling down. You could focus on other things. Clean your room. Make sure you eat better. Make sure you dot the I's, cross the T's. In other words, right now it's a good time. Have a strategy as to what you're going to do next and what you want. Right now is a transitionary period. Welcome to the crypto recession. And this may last for months. And you better be ready for it. What will be your plan? I'll leave you guys with that, guys. Stay strong. I don't want to be a doomer at all. I just want to make sure you guys are prepared for more blood. Should the blood spill, be prepared. Now, if it booms, we're going to be here as well. Now, ultimately, though, okay, big picture here. If you're willing to hold into next year, I think we'll be all right. I'm definitely down this year. Okay, the champ will let you know that the portfolio is a lot slimmer than it was at the beginning of the year. But that being said, the portfolio is not as slim as it was this time last year. So, you know, that's the big picture. So consider that. All right, guys, I'll leave you with that. Stay strong, jump in the Discord, and I'll see you guys soon. It's the voice of the blockchain, Satoshi's big cousin, crypto's finest, Champagne. Thank you.